Mr. Potter, it's so lovely when young stars seek advice from their more experienced peers. I was about to offer you some red and blue pills, but I'm afraid I took all of them. Anyway, let us just begin. Do you really want to know what roasting is? You have to try it for yourself. The first step is to pick the right subject, darling. Now, I will show you how we did it back in the Golden Age. Don't worry, darling. We'll ease you into it. Roast is a special technique that every star needs to master to succeed in Hollywood. Go ahead. Tell me what you think of my last movie. Everyone's a critic. In return, I'll tell you a thing or two about your sidekick. You can carry on if you have a conjunction. I'll spare you the filthy details and end my sentence here. Come on! Stop trying to roast me and roast me!
Your last movie isn't even on IMDb and had terrible scenes with Michael Jackson's pet monkey.
Oh, your sidekick drank your milkshake. Such a fabulous roast, darling, for a newcomer. This time you're on your own. I'm not a director, darling. But notice you now have 2 additional roast components in your hand to dish out. One more thing, Mr. Potter. There is a special piece with an exclamation mark that you can use to end your roast with a bit of extra pizzazz. Once around, you can look at your script. This way, you'll have 2 new components to replace the ones you have in your hand.
Your Beverly Hills mansion sensually massages a cross-eyed villain and is a perfect metaphor for your ex. And this is the whole story.
Oh, some hipster indie film is reminiscent of Mark Wahlberg's Rubber Trouser Hog. How dare you say such things to a lady? Clearly, you have no respect for your elders. That's it for rehearsal, darling. In Hollywood, you have to let it all go, darling. Fear, doubt, and self-respect. Free your mind. Only then will you find ways to make it when you don't know what to say next. We call it a continuation. Hmm. Your therapist ruined your career. Now you begin the round with part of your roast that you've started to build.
Your favorite director transforms into the uglier Olsen twin and is a weak version of a fistful of every flavor beans.
Ouch! Woody Allen's coffee breath blackmailed you. Everyone has a sensitive ego, especially Hollywood stars. Discover your opponent's weak spot and wound their pride more deeply. I won't tell you mine, darling, but surely it's not my age nor my look. We all know I'm a timeless icon.
Your last plastic surgery and your red carpet dress smell like mothballs. And I mean that in the nicest way.
Oh, your dad is a weak version of a man bun. Repetition is an expert roaster's secret weapon. In Hollywood, we call it a combo. Let's pick a low-hanging fruit. Something that's an insult in itself. Your mom stars in your next movie.
Ugh. A man bun is worse than Steve Buscemi's milky thighs.
Oh, the disgusting modern fashion. You can never roast that enough. Hmm. Your red carpet dress makes me think about a stain-ridden casting couch.
Ugh. A man bun got beauty secrets from your dog.
Do you feel that your pride hurts? It's because you never used it before. But this pain lets you come back stronger. The more you are roasted, the more the comeback meter charges. And the more it charges, the more powerful it is. You can use this power at the end of your roast, like the cherry on top of a disgusting insult cake.
Your on-screen romance is as stylish as your last movie, you muggle punk.
Ouch! You are a worse version of a man bun.
Ugh.
When you roast really hard, you will know it. And for the audience to know it as well, there are subtitles. When roast is written on screen, this means your co-star's pride was cut by at least 16 points. If you achieve this feat, you can even break your co-star's continuation, which means the first part of the roast is forgotten. Are you the one? The star that ends careers with his bare roasts? Use everything I taught you to prove it.
Your red carpet dress smells like mothballs and a prepubescent teenage boy, but had an embarrassing cameo in your last movie.
You truly are a shining star, darling. But I can only show you the door. You're the one that has to walk through it. Sister Potter. It's so lovely when young stars seek advice from their more experienced peers. I was about to offer you some red and blue pills, but I'm afraid I took all of them. Anyway, let us just begin. Do you really want to know what roasting is? You have to try it for yourself. The first...
The Greasy Wizard. What are you doing?
I was meditating before I was so rudely interrupted.
Confucius says, who is really interrupted? The interrupter or the interruptee?
I don't think he ever said that.
Uh-huh. My Uncle Confucius used to always say that.
More like confused, Shas.
Hey!
Your on-screen romance was in You're Dead. Endless Chi is yet another reboot of Your Mom. Apekshak devoted a journal entry to your adopted kids.
Your mom can't grow a beard and had a steamy makeout scene with your mentor, but screams into pillows.
An angry Reddit user completed a pilgrimage with your dog.
Your mum is reminiscent of my long, firm staff. Your character is less powerful than an orc dork and didn't pass on to the afterlife.
Your dog can't afford you.
Your dog is all done in CGI and went deep inside a hobbit hole. Poof! Begone!
Your mom is a worse version of you. I'm sorry I ever doubted you. Your uncle is a wise man.
How do you know his last name was Wiseman?
I'm out of here.
You stole my chips.
Did not. I won these counting cards in blackjack.
You counted a 52-card deck.
Why do you look so surprised?
By the look of you, I assumed you could only count on fingers and toes.
Huh. Your Beverly Hills mansion is as stylish as some hipster indie film and was made of Mecha Godzilla, and you can bet on it.
Ooh. Your character tweeted angrily about your dad.
Your last movie is worse than That Forgotten Child star and my crusty robe.
Your so-called career made a wager to your mom.
Oh. Your last movie doubles down on an orc dork and can only roll snake eyes, but made a wager to Pauly Shore's co-star.
You kinda resemble some hipster indie film.
Your ex is on parole, but was in Kevin Smith's enormous jorts.
Your favorite director was gambled by your dad.
Your ex tweeted angrily about my loose sleeve and can see dead people, but is not welcome at such fancy parties.
Your iconic costume is a carbon copy of an imaginary friend made of lunch meat. Looks like I've gone bust. I'm sorry for accusing you.
Now, take a hike. This area is for high rollers only.
I'll be at the nickel slots with the rest of the losers. You stole my...
Did not?
But...
My word, it smells like rotting flesh out here.
Impossible. These bodies are buried 10 feet underground.
Well, then I'm afraid it's you who reeks of death.
Speaking of death, prepare for it now. Your sister desecrated the grave of your face, and it haunts me to this day. You are about your mom, and I mean that in the nicest way possible.
Your ex kinda resembles you, and came at first light, and had a steamy makeout scene with Hans Zimmer's epic score. Your favorite director is yet another reboot of Kim Kardashian's Spicy Home Video, and desperately needs acting lessons, and is taking the hobbits to Isengard.
You are a worse version of Fat Chris Pratt than even the werewolves know.
Ouch! Your stunt double had a steamy makeout scene with your dad, but devoted a journal entry to a big shark.
A masquerade is worse than another reboot, and I wrote all that in my diary.
Your ex reeks of the Commander-in-Chief and two little hobbits did full frontal nudity. Poof! Begone!
A token black guy and your red carpet dress worked with vampire tears. I'm finished.
Indeed. Now lower yourself down with the rest of the decomposing corpses.
Oh, what a dark and a miserable end.
Look on the bright side. At least you already have one foot in the grave.
On guard!
I'm a pacifist. I on guard nothing.
You mean you aren't going to fight me?
Absolutely not. I am no barbarian.
Oh, I know you aren't calling me a barbarian.
That and much worse.
You make me think about a damsel in distress, but you're seen gallivanting with your dad.
Your ex was in your lazy-eyed cousin.
Oh. Huh.
Your last plastic surgery looks disgusting in spandex and had an affair with Meg Ryan's violent temper, but is the inspiration for my loose sleeve.
Ow! Your dog performed the finishing move on your mom.
your so-called career was crushed to death by your mentor, but reminds me of...
Your red carpet dress and...
Your dad received a thumb down from your dog, but your mom angered the gods. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Your character just doesn't get prepubescent teenage boy. Can you handle the truth?
Makes me think about the royal family, and will be devoured by a giant snake, and got beauty secrets from my crusty robe, and you were adopted.
Your favorite director was in your on-screen romance. Now listen to the lamentations of your women. Turns out words can sting way worse than a sword.
And that, good sir, is the smartest thing you've ever said.